combination, every little step she takes.
One thrilling combination, every move that she makes. One smile and suddenly nobody else will do.
You know you'll never be lonely with you, no.
One moment in her presence, and you can't forget the rest.
For the girl is second best to
none. Ooh, sigh, give her your attention.
Do I really have to mention she's the one? She walks into the room and you know you must shuffle along, join the parade. She's the quintessence of making the grade.
For the girl who's second best to none. Give her your attention. Do I really have to mention she's the one?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming. I am Doug Nagel, founding director of Coachella Valley Classical Voices. Thank you. The real exciting news tonight for us is that we are now officially, with the state and the federal government, a non-profit. So a little later, I'll introduce the board of directors, because now they're my boss. But that's all right. I'm happy about that. I really am. Truly. No, really. We'll circle back to that. Okay, our opening number was, of course, the rousing finale of the classic show, A Chorus Line, which celebrates the talent and hard work that must come together to put on a Broadway show. Today, we are offering a wide-ranging selection of songs and artists, not only to entertain you, but also, actually I think it's most importantly, to demonstrate the wealth of talent we can celebrate right here in the Coachella Valley. So moving right on, we move to Don Giovanni. From Act 2, the Don seduces Donna Elvira's maid, and believing that she will trust him better if he appears in lower class clothes. So Giovanni switches clothes with his servant Leporello, and so Don Giovanni sings and promises to repent, expressing a desire to return to her and threatening to kill himself if she does not take him back, while Leporello poses as Don Giovanni. Here is Taci a giusto in core, be quiet, unjust heart.
Signore, la voce sento.
Cogliere momento, tu fermati un po' là,
Fresh on the success of their Broadway smash, My Fair Lady, Lerner and Lowe wrote a script and songs for the MGM film musical Gigi. In addition to the main love story between young Gigi and Gaston, there is also a secondary pair of mature former lovers, played by Maurice Chevalier and Hermione Gingold, right? Who have a slightly different recollection of their romantic past.
We met at 9.
We met at 8.
I was on time.
No, you were late.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. We dined with friends.
We dined alone.
A tenor sang.
A baritone.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. That dazzling April moon.
There was none that night, and the month was June.
That's right. That's right.
It warms my heart to know that you remember still the way you do.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. How often I've thought of that Friday
Monday
night when we had our last rendezvous. And somehow I foolishly wondered if you might, by chance, have been thinking of it too. That carriage ride.
you walked me home.
You lost a glove.
I lost a comb.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. That brilliant sky.
We had some rain
That Russian song.
from sunny Spain.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. You wore a gown of gold.
I was all in blue.
Am I getting old?
Oh no, not you. How strong you were, how young and gay, a prince of love in every way.
Ah, yes, I remember it well.
is an operetta about two buddies who pull practical jokes on each other. The bat refers to the costume that Dr. Falca is left on a park bench in a public square after a drunken stupor with his best friend, Gabriel von Eisenstein. From Act 2, we now hear one of opera's grandest moments where all the action stops and everybody sings a beautiful melody, right? Only in opera, right? We just stop and sing. All the characters are at Prince Orlovsky's party. He's an exotic Russian. That's all I'm going to say. We're not going to circle back to that. After many drinks, they sing, "Brothers and sisters, tonight we party. We give a kiss. And when tomorrow comes, we smile."
Brüderlein und Schwesterlein wollen alle wild sein, stimmt mit mir ein. Brüderlein und Schwesterlein, lasst das Traute du ausschenken für die Ewigkeit, immer so wie heut, wenn wir morgen noch drauf denken. Erst ein Kuss, dann ein Du, immer zu. Erst ein Kuss, dann ein Du, immer zu. Immer zu.
Bruderlein und Schwesterlein, Bruderlein und Schwesterlein,
Coachella Valley, I never thought this would happen. I mean, that's some pretty darn good operatic choral singing. Oh my goodness. I mean, and these are all local Coachella Valley singers. I love you. I'm just saying that. I'm going to circle back to that. All right. I seem to be in an operetta theme this year. So now for one of my very favorite operettas, The Merry Widow. The Merry Widow revolves around a rich widow, Hanna Glavari, and her countrymen's attempt to keep her money in the Principality of Pontevedra by finding her the right husband. The story is based on an 1861 comedy play, L'attaché d'embarras, The Embassy's Attaché. In Act 1, Baron Zeta's wife, Valenciennes, has been flirting with the French attaché to the embassy, Count Camille de Roussillon. And he writes on her fan, I love you. And Valenciennes cuts off Camille's advances until they are alone in the garden. And then he professes his undying love for her. Now, I must state, while she has strong feelings for him, she remains faithful to her husband, the Baron.
Oh, say no more.
Will you not let me?
It's time to marry and forget me. This very night your offer must be spoken.
It shall be done, although my heart is broken.
Oh, do not doubt, I feel it too. Without your love, life will be hollow. But honor tells me what to do, and when it calls me, I must follow.
Then may I never hope to meet you.
Oh, do not torture me, I entreat you.
No more I say, I will obey.
It is my heart, my love that I feel.
Ah, let me kiss you.
You should not have asked me.
Forgive me, dear. Love in my heart awaking, a rose body in the May, until through beauty breaking became a rose today. I hardly saw it budding towards the sun above, until it opened flooding my heart with joy of love. And now I know my passion, it cannot but be told. The rose that love can fashion will bloom in spite of cold. My heart like love is ringing, like birds that greet the sun. I know as I am singing, my day of love is won. Oh, answer to my singing and say my love is won.
Oh, Camille,
Valenciennes,
leave me, pray. I know not what I shall do or say.
goodbye then, my darling. Give me one
Sondheim's most frequently performed show is Into the Woods, a clever mashup of assorted fairy tales. In this duet, two princes are in pursuit of two fair ladies. One who has left only her shoe behind, whom we recognize as Cinderella, and one who combs her long hair while imprisoned in a tower, as we recognize as Rapunzel. The two princes, who are brothers, compare notes on how agonizingly thwarted romance can be.
Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I should lose her, how will I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony, all the torture they teach, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in a tower she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair, blithe and becoming, and frequently humming a light-hearted air. Agony far more painful than yours, when you know she would go with you if there only were doors. Agony, all the torture they teach. What's as intriguing,
Or half so fatiguing
as what's out of reach?
Am I not sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as kind as I'm handsome, and heir to a throne?
You are everything maidens could wish for.
And why no?
Do I know?
Girl must be mad.
You know nothing of madness till you're climbing her hair and you see her up there as you're nearing her, all the while hearing her
Agony,
though it's different for each.
always 10 steps behind.
Always 10 feet below, and she's just out of reach. Agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her to wife.
Songs for a New World, which opened off-Broadway in 1996, marked the New York debut for 26-year-old songwriter Jason Robert Brown, who has said the show reflects everything he thought and felt during his first 25 years living in New York. All the songs, including this one, deal with hitting a wall and making a choice, or taking a stand or deciding to turn around and go back home.
I had a house while you were gone. The week after you left me, I found a couple acres near Savannah Park. I had a house while you were gone, a house with silver shutters and a driveway laid in marble and thousands of rooms to fill and miles of space to fly. And I tried to believe it. It was better without you. I was safer alone. No, I'd give it all for you. I'd give it all for you by my side once more. Oh, I'd give it all for you. I'd give it all to hold you again, to feel I'm completed, to know there and then that all that I needed was you to fight the fear. And now you're here.
I took a trip while I was gone. I cashed in all my savings and bought an Eldorado, drove to Tennessee. I took a trip while I was gone. I drove across the country and I stopped at lots of diners and stared at a million stars and thought I could touch the sky. And I tried to believe it. It was better without you. I was finally free. No, I'd give it all for you. I'd give it all for you by my side once more. Oh, I'd give it all for you. I'd give it 'cause the mountains I climb get higher and higher. I'm running from time and walking through fire, and dreams just don't come true. But now there's you.
God knows it's easy to hide from the things that you feel, and harder to blindly trust what you don't understand.
God knows it's easy to run from the people you love, and harder to stand and fight for the things you believe. Nothing about us was perfect or clear, but when paradise calls me, I'd rather be here. There's something between us that nobody else needs to see. There were oceans to cross,
There were mountains to conquer,
and I stood on the shore,
and I stood on the cliff, and the second before I jumped, I knew where I needed to be. Oh, I gave it all for you. I gave it all for you by my side once more. Oh, I gave it all for you. I gave it 'cause it's harder to touch the things that are dearer. I love you too much to trust something clearer. I know I fell too far, but here you are.
Now we have a very special treat to our group. She doesn't get to join us very often because she comes over from Riverside, but this is one of those, she's one of the, you know, we all say, oh, we want, the tenor is the rare voice. Oh no, the contralto is the rare voice. That's the lowest woman's voice possible. And so now we're going to hear an aria, Pauline's aria from Pique Dame, which means Queen of Spades, based on a Russian novel by the same name, but with an altered plot for dramatic effect. From Act 2, Lisa plays the spinet, and her friend Pauline entertains friends by singing a duet in an evening in the countryside. The friends ask to hear more, so Pauline launches into a sad ballad. Those Russians, the sad music. What can I say? Pauline sings, "Yes, I remember now, in your carefree playfulness in the fields, I once remembered joy, but now all I hear is death. Death calls me to the grave." The Merry Widow. Returning to Act 2 of The Merry Widow, Hannah Glavari invites everyone to dress in Pontevedran costumes for her garden party. I mean, why not, right? We all like a good costume party, and it is the month of October. Now celebrating the Grand Duke's birthday in her own country's fashion, Hannah tells the Pontevedran tale, There lived a Vilja, a nymph of the woods.
Let's all now waken memories. We'll sing our native melodies and find a song that we all know, a tale of Villa long ago. There once lived a villa, a fair mountain sprite. She danced on a hill in the still of the night. A huntsman came by who was comely and tall. His horse went to graze by the cool waterfall. Suddenly he turned amazed, and suddenly he stood and gazed. String and veil listened to his sweet love tale. Villa, oh Villa, my nymph of delight, haunting the woodland, enchanting the night. Villa, oh Villa, be tender and true. Love me and I'll die for you. She welcomed the huntsman with white lily hand, and soon he was lost in a strange fairyland. She kissed him, caressed him, then fled like a dream. He woke all forlorn by the cool running stream. Gypsies on the cool hillside still hear him calling far and wide. String and veil echo of his sad love tale. Villa, oh Villa, my nymph of delight, haunting the woodland, enchanting
Hang on there. Hang on. Can we have the lights up for a sec? This is a perfect moment since I have some board members on stage. Since we're now at board, I'd like to introduce our board of directors, and there's a couple in the audience. If you'd stand and you would step forward if you're a board member. Oh, look at all these board members. And stand up. There's Rosie. There's Evan in the back. Thank you very much. And of course, my husband Steve got elected board president, so he has to put up with me every day. So listen, we thank you for being here again. Good. Now you may leave. All right. With music by Frank Wildhorn and lyrics by Leslie Brookus, this adaptation of the famous 1886 thriller by Robert Louis Stevenson took 9 years to get from its first original production in Texas to its Broadway opening in 1990. In this song, the delicate Emma, defying the objections of her high-born family, pledges to love to controversial Dr. Jekyll. Jekyll is experimenting with a drug to separate the evil and good sides of a man. Well, good luck with that one. And his discovery will have dramatic consequences.
Sometimes I see past the horizon, sure of my way, where I am going. But where's the prize I have my eyes on? Where there is just no knowing, and when despair tears me in two, I turn to but you. You know who I am. Take me as I am.
Look in my eyes. Who do you see there? Someone you know, or just a stranger? If you are wise, you will see me there. Love is the only danger. Love meaning me, love meaning you, will make that one dream come true. You know who I am. Take me as I am, though fate won't always do what we desire.
Still we can set the world on fire. Give me your hand, give me your heart. Swear to me we'll never part. You know who I am.
You know who I am.
This is who I am.
This is who I am. Take me as I
After their success with Les Miserables, creators Boublil and Claude-Michel Schoenberg took a more contemporary but equally epic story, the moment in history when American troops were being pulled out of Vietnam, with parallels to Puccini's Madame Butterfly. The central romance in Miss Saigon involves a young American soldier named Chris, who falls in love with a young Vietnamese girl named Kim, and then abandons her. I missed it. You can't put these two together, I'm telling you. It's like two third graders. All right, now I gotta get back to it here. Focus. And then abandons her before learning he will be a father.
In a place that won't let us feel, in a world where nothing seems real, I have found you. I have found you.
In a world that's moving too fast, in a world where nothing can last, I have found you. I have found you.
Our lives will change when tomorrow comes.
Our hearts will drown the distant drums.
But we'll have music alright, sharing the night. A song played on a solo saxophone. A crazy sound,
A lonely sound, a cry that tells us love
goes on and on. Played on a solo saxophone.
It's telling me to hold you tight and dance like it's the last night of the world.
On the other side of the earth, there's a place where life still has worth. I will take you.
I'll go with you.
You won't believe all the things you'll see. I know 'cause you'll see them all with me. When we're together again, we'll hear it again. A song played on a solo saxophone. A crazy sound, a lonely sound, a cry that tells us love goes on and on. Played on a solo saxophone. It's telling me to hold you tight and dance like it's the last night of the world.
Dreams were all I ever knew.
Dreams you won't need when I'm through.
Anywhere we may be,
I will sing with you a song. So stay with me and hold me tight and dance like it's the last night of the world.
Yeah, we may run a little slight teeny bit over, but you like the music, right? So, okay, we're getting there. All right, Mel Brooks' first film was a hilarious insider's look at producing a big Broadway show. And for it, he won a 1969 Oscar for screenwriting. 34 years later, it was adapted into a long-running Broadway show, which Mel Brooks wrote the music and lyrics. It won a record-breaking 12 Tony Awards. In this song, would-be producers Max and Leo plan to raise money for their new show by romancing a flock of little old lady investors. Then closing the show after opening night and escaping to Rio. Let's see if it happens.
What did Lewis say to Clark when everything looked bleak? What did Sir Edmund say to Tenzing as they struggled towards Everest's peak? What did Washington say to his troops before they crossed the Delaware? I'm sure you're well aware.
What'd they say?
We can do it. We can do it. We can do it, me and you. We can do it. We can do it. We can make our dreams come true. Everything you've ever wanted is just waiting to be had. Beautiful girls wearing nothing but pearls, caressing you, undressing you, and driving you mad. We can do it. We can do it. This is not the time to shirk. We can do it. We can do it. Say goodbye to petty clerk. Hi, producer. Yes, producer. I mean you, sir, go berserk. We can do it, we can do it, and I know it's gonna work. Well, Bloom, what do you say?
What do I say? Finally a chance to be a Broadway producer. What do I say? Finally a chance to make my dreams come true, sir. What do I say? What do I say? Here's what I say to you, sir. I can't do it.
What?
I can't do it. I can't do it. That's not me. I'm a loser. I'm a coward. I'm a chicken. Don't you see? When it comes to wooing women, there's a few things that I lack. Beautiful girls wearing nothing but pearls, chasing me, embracing me, I'd have an attack.
Why, you miserable, cowardly, wretched little caterpillar! Don't you ever want to become a butterfly? Don't you want to spread your wings and flap your way to glory? We can do it. We can do it. We can grab that holy grail. We can do it. We can do it. Drink champagne, not ginger ale. Come on, Leo. Can't you see, oh?
You see Rio, I see jail.
We can do it. We can do it.
I cannot do it, 'cause I know it's gonna fail.
We can do it. I know we cannot fail.
So, all the ladies out there, just hold on to your purses tonight. All right. I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change. With book and lyrics by Joe DiPietro and music by Jimmy Roberts, the off-Broadway charmer opened in 1996 and has now been performed all over the world. In Act 1, the four-person cast deals with the challenges of dating. And then in Act 2, the consequences of marriage. At this moment in the show, the middle-aged couple, exhausted by the day, is trying to plan something amazing.
I tucked in both the boys and I put away the toys, so tonight I'll feel the joys of being wed. I put away each smurf and the football's made of nerf, so tonight this daddy's turf will be his bed. I cleaned up Legos and gorillas, Ninja Turtles, and Godzillas, and one large Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now who would have guessed, but soon I'll be undressed. I'm married, and I'm gonna have sex.
I laid out their school clothes and the leftovers I froze, so I'm ready to expose my aching bust. I watched the St. Bernard let the cat out in the yard. Now watch mommy work real hard with lots of lust. I picked up Batman, Pez, and Slinkies, Power Rangers, Trolls, and Twinkies, G.I. Joes with muscles and flags. Now who would have known, but soon I'll hear me moan. I'm married, and I'm gonna have sex. Oh, there was a time when our nights were filled with passion so deep. Oh, the heights we would climb, but now when it's dark, we'd much rather sleep. But not tonight. The car's in the garage, my libido's growing large, and soon I will discharge my manly spell. I cooked dinner in the wok, I washed every shirt and sock, so tonight I'm gonna rock and roll like hell. They played with Play-Doh and Nintendo, we watched Dumbo to the end. Oh, how it's time for fun that's rated X. We almost didn't make it, but soon we'll both be naked. We're married. We're married. And we're gonna have burning, yearning, wheezing, squeezing, gaudy, naughty, heaving, cleaving, good old-fashioned sex.
Before our final number here, I want to thank Kurt and Julie, our wonderful accompanists for the evening. I want to thank Wayne Bryant for the Broadway introductions and Andrew Taines for program proofing. I especially want to thank TJ Hicks and Stephen Garcia and Rancho Mirage Library and Observatory for having us back again. All right. I mean, we have to end with the big opera number, so that's what we're going to do. I'm just telling you. All right. So here is an amazing, amazing, amazing chorus scene, and you probably heard it on the radio and didn't know what it was from, so now you'll be able to relate to it even more. Pietro Mascagni, a young Italian composer, heard about an opera composition contest to write a one-act opera. But with only 2 months left before the deadline, he decided, well, what the heck, I'm going to do it. So he wrote Cavalleria Rusticana, based on a novel of the same name. So the top 3 operas were going to be staged in Rome that year, and Cavalleria was selected. So this opera is set on Easter morning. While the opera ends tragically, This is a glorious moment when the choir is heard inside the church singing the Alleluia, and outside the villagers are singing the Easter hymn, Inneggiamo il Signore non è morto. We rejoice that our Savior is living. And they are accompanied by Santuzza and her friend Lucia.
Inneggiamo, Signore.